Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Deeper Dive. And today we're going to be talking over, I'm pretty sure this is the last level that we haven't covered in this entire game right now. I don't know how to get Lunar Night, so if you guys know in the comments, please tell me. But for now, it's Magic Cube. And why is this level last, you may ask? Well, it's because it just took me the longest to perfect. Actually, I take that back. It was Sailing in the Sand Ocean, but um, this level is honestly just so fun. It is a joy to play, even though it's the hardest level in the game. As I die. No, it seriously, it has a really good soundtrack. I think the theming here is really cool. It reminds me of Dynamic Cube, but you up the difficulty so much, and I'm all here for it. The first level in Rolling Fan made to have custom objects and even a new power up. I think this level is really good. Is it S tier? No. And I think my main reason for that is that this level's there's some spots that I'm just not the biggest fan of in terms of gameplay, especially near the end. I think I have a lot of issues with the end and some of the gems, but I think overall gem is fine. Love what they did here, though. This is definitely like a good point in the level. Don't hit that jump pad, you will die. I think it's really cool how they trick you like that, though. It is the hardest level in the game, so I'm not gonna like really put learniness here. It took me a while to learn. It annoyed me. Whatever. Yeah, it's kind of supposed to do that, so I will give it a lot of leeway there. That part right there is a little confusing though, even like after learning it. So I do have to kind of like mark off a mental note right there. But this isn't like a school test or something. This part, I do have beef with this part. There is no indication that you're supposed to do that. Like, you just have to watch a video online and figure it out. Like, a lot of people, including myself, get very confused right there. Okay. Because you have no idea what you're supposed to do. You just, like, you're like, okay, that side doesn't work. You have to go to this side. You're like, how do you get to that other side? And it's just really unclear, even though it's supposed to be a learning. I understand I just said that. But even on like returning attempts, it took me a while to even remember that, and I feel like there should have been more of an indicator there. Right here, I have a lot of beef, specifically with this gem, where you don't hit the second mover, but once again, there's really just like no indicator in this part. Okay, yeah, that ending part with the blocks is a little infuriating on your way through, but like once you remember it, it's fine. And I know I just died there, but I'm talking, so kind of a little distracting thing. So if I walk in, that's why. Yeah, that part's also really hard. It's harder than you think, going with the like delayed thing right there. An issue I do have with this level is the checkpoints. I understand that this is supposed to be the hardest level in the game. Whatever. There's like 2 checkpoints maybe. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, yeah, routing here is kind of messy, I'll admit, but it's kind of fun, I'll say. This crown is really fun. That's my favorite crown in the level. And then the last crown I actually don't like. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna finish it. You guys get the point. There's like barely anything left. That last crown's a little weird. It's kind of hard to get. Which is fine. Like I said, it's the last crown of the game technically. This level can just be a little bit unfair at times, and I feel like just because it's the hardest level in the game doesn't really justify doing that. So for those reasons, I'm going to give it the highest rank in the A tier, putting this level in 5th place in the entire game for me. And that will put it in 5th place. And I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10. Because with this game, I say a 9 out of 10 is like more A tier than an 8.5 base game. As for how likely I'd say it'd be to come to RS, I'd actually give it a solid 9. I think if they were still adding levels, this would have a solid fighting chance. There's a new mechanic that would work really well in RS, but that's like my only also like skepticism with it, because that could also mean that it get cut because they'd have to just get rid of the whole spinny thing. But that is going to do it for today's episode, and I'll give you guys your clue for the next one. This level, this level is a co-creation level that uses an F777 soundtrack, and its bonus was originally meant to be a 1-star but ended up as a 2-star. See you guys next time.